The first ingredient in the recipe for a failed business is founders who don't stick to deadlines.
I love cutting hair. I will never not cut hair, but at this rate, it's not sustainable.
That is a $40,000 a year loss.
The only way to get out of that is to expand.
Well, we need a bigger space, and we need more stylists.
If a bank lends you money, they're going to want to see $50,000 cash on hand.
We need 50 plus grand in the bank account.
How are you going to do that?
Just gotta find more customers.
What we need to do is market research. Who are the people who are already coming in here? What do they love about you guys? How do we get more of those people?
Everything that you guys are doing together is a path to success.
This is so fun. I love this.
A lot more fun than accounting, right?
Way more fun.
Everything that we had envisioned for the salon, what we wanted to do, being hospitable, be a community.
So many people have already been telling us, like, yeah, y'all are creating that.
Yes, it is about making us busier and having a successful salon, but it's also like, how do we make our clients feel better every day when they come in?
Who can compete with you on that? I don't think anybody can.
In December, we got engaged. And then very quickly closed on a house.
The documentary is under threat.
Do you have 60 days cash?
I do not have 60 days cash on hand. Something needs to happen with this episode or we're cooked. This is the hardest you've ever worked on anything. You're gonna have to work even that much harder. There are times where the business is just gonna call for more than you have to offer. The difference between creating something really cool and something amazing and transformative is how you show up.
You know, whenever you first date someone and they're like, what's he like? And you're like, oh, he's blah, blah, blah. And it's like, later on, you're like, oh my gosh, how would I describe this person now with like everything I know of 8 years of being together, you know?
What's up, MTV? Welcome to my crib. Come on. Don't put that in there. Living room. This room was blue, and you can kind of see it in some spots, but now it matches the rest of the house, so that feels good. Bathroom's kind of ugly, but has this really cool built-in. Eventually we want to redo it, but right now it's kind of wild, and there's a hole behind here. Just kind of goofy, just back there. We think it was a medicine cabinet originally. The house was built in '39, but I have a client that she lived in this neighborhood, I think, in the '40s. She was talking about this ceiling tile. She said her dad put the same ceiling tile up in their house in '50, which is kind of cool. It's cool that I have a client that was born in this like general neighborhood. Said she used to trick or treat over here, so kind of cool.
Scrape it on the near side.
Right here?
Yeah.
Shit. That's what it looks like to not know what you're doing. You hold this bitch?
Am I bitch or is the tape bitch?
No, the tape is.
Okay.
Dawson and I met in summer camp. We were with our group of friends and we saw each other. And I think we both thought like, oh, they're cute. And then we both asked the same friend the next day, like, who is that? On the last day, I asked to like take a picture with him. And then he was planning on asking for my number. But I was like, hey, what's your number? I'll send you the picture. And he was like, nice. Like, he was like, oh, she saved me from having to ask.
Dining room, really love this arch. Real cool. You walk into this really cool space, which eventually will be like coffee setup. So thinking like espresso machine, drip, everything here. Be kind of cool to do like a one lone like bar seat here. Just to like morning espresso, sit out and watch. I think it'd be kind of cool.
When Dawson told me that he had this opportunity to start a salon with Ryan, I feel like I had mixed emotions within me. Mostly, I feel like I was really excited for him because he loved working with Ryan and learning from Ryan. So that was like the best person that could have been with. But also like there's stress that comes with running a business and starting a business.
So when you look at your expenses to run your business, it's $295 grand. So basically, every day of the year, it's $809 to run your business. That's
Wow.
what one day's cash is worth.
Whoa.
Just to have 30 days cash on hand, meaning if I don't do anything else for the next 30 days, it basically is $24,000.
Wow.
Most banks are going to look at you and they're going to go, I'd love to see 60 days cash on hand. Basically, $48,000, $50,000.
In 2 years, we need 50 plus grand in the bank account. And for me, that sounds obvious. That's a lot of money. But whenever you kind of break it down by, okay, a year from now, we need 25 grand. 6 months from now, we need 12 grand.
And a year
Like-
from now, you need 50 grand.
Okay.
And the
A year
reason
from
is
now, yeah.
that you're not going to be able to find a new space and build it out overnight.
Right.
To put it in perspective, you need to be bringing in $4 grand a month to just set aside. How are you going to do that?
Just got to find more customers. Got to find more people, cut more hair.
Obviously, everybody would jump to, all right, you need to start marketing.
Mm-hmm.
But actually, what we need to do is market research.
Yeah, and figure out who to market to.
Exactly. So we
Yeah.
need to figure out like who are the people who are already coming in here, put them into groups, understand their motivation, understand their frequency, how much they're spending. What do they love about you guys? How do we get more of those people? We understand the financial implications of everything. Now we need to get you guys full books.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cut to my house.
I was gone for a week. I missed him.
Aww.
Not gonna mess with you.
Dude, I flinched so hard.
You didn't miss me though.
I missed you. I just don't tickle you.
Oh, right.
Not yet.
Whoa. Whoa.
Let's break into these first archetypes.
So the first one, we can make this a lot cleaner, but middle-aged.
You're gonna have literally all your moms come in, be like, "Are you talking
Are you
about
talking
me?"
about me?
Yeah,
I don't think
let's
that's
not
what we
go
should
with
do.
middle-aged, but
Affluent.
mm,
I don't think I don't like where this is heading.
what if we say something like gold tier mom? They've got executive status at Third Place.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, I like it.
Where do they live?
Tanglewood, Ridgely.
First one, motivation, I feel like is wants a community and the hangout and just happens to get great hair.
So we'll start it at 75 to what's a full highlight haircut? Probably 300.
My full highlight and haircut, 175 plus 90, whatever that is.
Okay, what's for Liz then? More. Let's say
Um,
300,
Sure,
250.
sure, whatever you want to say.
Yeah. Think the trick?
I could have just been transported back in time.
Do you feel like all your stress has gone away?
No,
Okay, shut up.
no, it's not gonna happen.
No, it will.
It won't happen. I promise you.
Did you do the hand thing?
It's not gonna
Do the
work.
hand thing.
I have too much going on.
Do the fucking hand thing. We met when I was a barista in hair school.
That's 2015 because I wasn't even old enough to drive. I was there with my mom. It's crazy. I mean, I was trying to figure out if I was going to go to college or what I was going to do after school. I was like, I know I'm not going to go to college. Like, I don't want to do that. That sounds like the worst, more school. And made a joke to my mom, was just like, I think I'm just going to go in the family business. She did hair my whole life growing up. I grew up in and around salons. Was like, I'm just going to do that. And I was kind of being a smart ass to her. And I was like, I don't know, like that actually, like the more I thought about it was cool. Was like, I have this like cool art form that I can do. I can make people feel good about themselves. I can have tattoos, make my own schedule, like everything about it. The moment I started cutting, I was like, oh, this is really rad. I've always wanted to be able to have the space that I dream of, whatever it takes to get there.
So as part of market research, damn it,
Ryan,
I didn't do anything.
Okay.
short time.
Yeah, you're right. I'm listening.
As part of market research, the most important thing that we can do is understand ourselves in the broader context of the industry. So the first thing that we did is we came up with customer archetypes. After defining these four, we understand a little bit better about who it is that we're actually serving when they come into the business. And then what we did is we wrote down what we think we're good at. So we say we're good at hospitality, creating a welcoming space, having consistent service. But is that what your customers actually have to say about you? Right now, the data that we pulled from is mostly just customer reviews. So by comparing the things that we say we're good at with the things that our customers say we're good at, what we can do is sort of isolate the things that are true for both parties. And those are the things that are the real differentiators and that we really need to focus on. So then we went through and we did the whole process again for our alternatives. So what's their vibe, their identity, what's their primary service model, and then what do we know about their customers? And then we came down here and we said, like, what are the things we actually compete with them on? And what are the things that we just don't do the same? So what we're going to do now is we're going to move on and determine our differentiated value. So differentiated value is basically like, what is the value that you bring that is different from all of the alternatives? What we're going to do is pull all of these stickies down into the categories where they fit best.
Sick.
And we're going to categorize those according to their importance level. So what we've got here is the core differentiators, and these are the things that make the biggest impact. And then we have supplemental differentiators, which are things that would help a customer choose you, but isn't really the reason that they come back. So now what I want you guys to do is go through each of these and figure out where do they belong in this.
Cool.
All genders in the red. Core difference.
Walk-ins is definitely a fragile or conditionate.
I feel like it's supplemental. It might help someone choose us, but it's not why they would stay.
That's a good point. Color services, that's definitely a core differentiator.
Yeah.
It's hard to say. Availability,
I kind of am torn because
it's either core or supplemental.
yeah, for sure.
I think it's supplemental because somebody might be like, I need something tomorrow. And then whenever they come in and experience Third Place, they're like, sweet, yeah, I'll book out from here on out. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, it was the first thing that you listed out for.
God. Sorry.
Dang.
Sneeze on,
These on my books?
Do you want to sneeze on the microphone?
Ooh, I smell it.
Ew.
Dude. You and my fucking brothers, they say that too. Like, your sneezes stink. Like, sorry, the inside of my lungs. I can't help it.
Crazy that someone said that to you before.
Yeah.
So I would. The air is thick.
Okay. Move on.
Are you gonna be like clipping these, or are you doing like a directorial cut where you like do all of, like all in one? He's gonna edit it down. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be like okay. I like that Kevin doesn't understand and you guys have to translate.
It's gonna be like a little piece.
Okay.
He said this one's a lot focusing more on me and my life and things are going on. So you're gonna just
So I have to talk about you the whole time?
yeah, it's me. That's why I have to leave.
We fully had the house April 30th, and then it started all of the house projects and things and figuring out moving in May and then having to move in by June 1st.
Which is in like a couple days.
Yeah, what is today, the 22nd? So it's in, 8 days. We have to move.
Originally, door was right here, so we had to put up some framing. All this wood came from the attic, and it's shiplap that came from the house originally. So it's really cool that we're like putting the house back together a little bit. And then you saw the backyard, but you didn't get to see everything.
I think Third Place being successful for me means financial freedom. Our years of dating have been kind of scraping by, sort of being young adults and me starting my career in Dawson, starting in the hair industry. And so never really being in a place of like abundance or of not stressing about money. We would still be talking about money, but not be so centered around like, can we buy this right now? Third place being successful would also be kind of an achievement of like Dawson's dream. Him wanting to own a business, that would definitely mean a lot to him and feel like such an achievement for him that to have like built something and added to like the Fort Worth landscape. Like he started somewhere that we would enjoy going to.
It's really just me contemplating life out here.
What are you contemplating?
Well, nothing right now. I'm just thinking about how you're filming me, and I don't know what I should be doing.
Now that we've sorted these out, what we say is the things that we really need to work on where you're being outperformed is having more availability and more top talent.
Mhm.
What does that tell you?
We need to
You
get bigger.
say a fourth person, I'm gonna explode.
We need a bigger space and we need more stylists. That's what it tells me.
Yep. Question. How are we looking for combined books on May 1st?
We'll get to that.
Question.
We have a big question that is involved with this. So we are on the right path.
Import,
So
export will be fine.
Yeah.
So we'll be able to do it.
It'll
May
be-
1st? Isn't tomorrow? No.
but it will not take long. So it won't take more than a couple days. But we'll get there. We promise. Don't get upset. Don't get mad.
I'm not mad, and this is not disappointed, Dad, but I'm going to be real with you. The first ingredient in the recipe for a failed business is founders who don't set and stick to deadlines. And I'm looking at myself when I tell you this, because I think about all the cool things that I wanted to do that I never did, because the week deadline became the month deadline, became the 6-month deadline, became the year deadline. And then suddenly you're like, yeah, I can only get through 3 haircuts before my thumb just hurts too bad. And you're going like, I'm 5 years in. Why am I still scratching out a living from this? And that's not the point where you want to be thinking about how to scale this. I understand and sympathize and appreciate like you guys are working harder than you ever have. There are times where the business is just going to call for more than you have to offer. And like the difference between creating something really cool and something amazing and transformative is like how you show up. I'm not trying to dress you down or anything like that. This is so, so, so important and so core. It's like when you have a deadline, meet it. Not because you're letting me down, you're letting yourselves down.
Yeah.
Where was your grand opening party?
Mhm.
Where was your 1-year party?
Yeah.
These are things that happen because you don't actually put something down and stick to it. I know like this is the hardest you've ever worked on anything. You're going to have to work even that much harder because you're not trying to just have a hair salon. You're trying to change the industry, trying to change the way people are treated. And that's going to call for more than what everybody else is mustering, right?
Yeah.
So if this whole thing is about your growth, I think that's the next and most important avenue for growth is like when you set out to do something, follow through on it.
Yeah. Cool. There is like a reason why, and it does pertain to like what we're doing right now, but you are right. Like the party, the merch, grand opening party, all of these things have just been like, just there it goes. And because like it's like, we're just so busy and we didn't set a due date and stick to it. It's like, yeah, haven't done those things yet. So, I mean, that is important.
Yeah. And it's like,
We do need to hear that.
What I don't want to see is you guys be okay with letting yourselves down.
And allowing the not finishing stuff to become a pattern, I feel like is the only, like you're just going to keep getting tripped up and tripped up and tripped up.
That's absolutely right. Let the reason that you didn't get this done by May 1st be an exception, not the pattern.
Cool. Got it. We're being held here against our will.
Yeah, you got to do the Morse code blinking thing.
I think I just blinked really.
I'm pretty sure you crossed your eyes too. All right.
I just Morse code SOS. So
Do you know Morse code?
I only know SOS. It's ... .. ... ... ...
He doesn't know shit.
Look, fucking Google it.
Fucking Google.
All right.
I think the documentary and everything that you guys are doing together is a path to success. I see it as like how to build a small business well and do it well. I think that makes me feel like more secure in the business rather than them just going willy-nilly figuring it out, as two people who don't know a business at all. I think it definitely feels more secure that there's someone who knows how to do it, who's done it before and who's done it before successfully and can help them build it, to be bigger and to help Dawson like reach his dreams. That also affects me and helps me reach my dreams too.
Now let's get into your core differentiators. Drag all of those over. Actually, don't do that.
No, this is only one.
Yeah, if you are known for only one. So what we've got this whole range of things. We're just gonna keep cutting them down. What's the one thing you are known for in Fort Worth, in the hair industry? Third Place Salon is about.
I think it's hospitality.
Hospitality.
I disagree.
Okay. I knew you were going to disagree.
And I think personable and relationship, we should just rename. Ooh, emphasizing my point. They do that in movies.
The movies.
How much did it cost for you to cloud seed this week?
Oh my God. The expenses, they just keep.
So I you haven't let us change any of the other ones, so I don't know why we're about to change this. I'm not allowed to change anything else.
Because I'm in charge.
Okay, that's fair.
It's my house.
The reason that I disagree with hospitality, I think it's something that you guys are very good at. I don't think it's actually the secret sauce. The way that I see this is in experiences that I've had. Like, I've had the very good luck of being able to go to very, very nice restaurants, Michelin-starred restaurants, 2 Michelin-starred restaurants, etc. And I don't remember a lot of what I ate, but I do remember how people made me feel there.
Mm-hmm.
Best one was Quintanilla, which is in Mexico City. It's the number 7 best restaurant in the world. Food was incredible, had the wine service, etc., a glass of wine with every course. I don't remember how any of those things tasted, but the people were excited to be there. They were excited to share the thing that they loved. And they had something that you guys have that I think most people don't really think about, which is they were playful.
Mm.
You have let down all of the barriers and you have that childlike quality where you can just goof around because you don't take it too seriously, right? And somehow, even at the number 7 best restaurant in the world, they were playful. There is a bar that I love in Parma, Italy, which I've talked to you guys about before, which is called Choice. They are in a space smaller than yours. I think they can maybe fit 10 or 12 people in there, maximum. And you go in and the drinks are phenomenal, but it's the way that they invite you into their space. Not just that they're ensuring that you have a very good time and it's very hospitable, but you feel their personal investment into your experience.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been to a lot of other places that has it's been incredible to have that opportunity that I don't really remember that much about.
Mm-hmm.
It's because I don't remember the people.
Yeah.
And it's always the people. You guys have that. You have that. You have that personal touch. And I think everybody that walks in there gets to have that experience.
Mm-hmm.
They get a little piece of you every time they go in.
Yeah.
You are Fort Worth's most personal hair salon.
I like that. That's cool.
It's a good thing I went on that walk yesterday.
How high were you?
No comment. Who can compete with you on that? I don't think anybody can. What are you giggling about? Oh no. Oh my God. You took such a sweet moment. Dawson is.
Whoa. Dawson is a hair mechanic. Just kidding. That's not my actual answer, but he would love that.
Like what we were saying yesterday, like our clients become more than just a client, you know? I feel like they become our friends. Like it honestly sometimes feels hard to like, or just refer to them as our clients.
I think Dawson is so confident and so kind and makes people feel so welcome and loved and like so comfortable immediately that anybody can get along with him. Dawson is everyone's best friend.
I'm about to read probably the best Google review that's ever been written.
Dawson is just such a good mix of this like protection of people, but also this childlike wonder.
I'm absolutely obsessed with my hairstylist, Dawson. Today, I had the pleasure of getting my hair done by him, and I must say the experience was top-notch. First of all, Dawson is incredibly talented. He knows exactly what he's doing, and it shows in his work. My hair turned out amazing. But what really made my experience stand out was the comfortable and welcoming atmosphere of the salon. Man. It's really cool.
Like he takes care of people and he loves people and protects people both like kind of figuratively and actually, but also has such like a joy about him and this like kind of childlikeness of like that spirit in him that makes him like such a fun person to be around, and I think also makes him kind of magnetic.
I can't read this.
You want me to take over reading? Or?
I can't.
Dawson made me feel right at home from the moment I walked in. And then there's Dawson himself. What a fantastic guy. I feel weird reading about myself. We had an amazing conversation. He's got this incredible ability to make you feel like your old friends catching up. He's got this warm, friendly energy that just puts you at ease. All in all, I'm so impressed with Dawson and can't recommend him enough. If you're looking for a hairstylist who's not only talented, but also makes you feel like $1 million, look no further. Cheers.
It just makes everyone want to be around him and like laughing with him. And I feel it's such an accomplishment when I can make him laugh because it's just so fun. And I don't know, I'm losing it now. I can feel it now.
I think what this is showing me are like that, like things that we already do already make people feel like not a single thing about this is like how to make more money. It's truly just because we love to make people feel good. And like now this is the tangible typed out way of doing that.
It's crazy to think about how many of these things that we do just because
Already,
we do
because
them,
we want
because
to.
that's how we respond. And then looking at it, it's like, oh, well, like I get to see people and I want to make them feel good versus like,
these are the
I don't
things
know
that
about
help
my
the
website.
business. These are
Yeah.
the things that like give us purpose.
yeah.
What we're doing is we're creating a business that is self-sustaining because you're answering the real need. You're getting down past like people want to come here because it's cool to be here or whatever.
Mhm.
You are actually hitting the core need, which means you get to do the thing that you love doing. You get to do it the way that you love doing it, and it will meet your target customer, your best fit customer, where they have their desire, and the money is a beautiful byproduct of that. I could have framed this completely different if this was about how do we build a business that makes a ton of money, right? My goal is how do you guys stay in love with it? How do you meet your customers' needs? The money's just going to come.
Mm-hmm.
It's just going to be a byproduct and it'll be nice, but it's not why you're doing this because you could do anything to make money.
Yeah.
Mhm. Love it. All right. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Not you, Kevin.
the negative energy out of your head. I'm pulling it out.
I'm gonna start doing that to you all the time.
Ah! It scared me first, and then whenever I reacted, it like tickled.
I don't know how you do it from behind. God, I hate that this happens.
Flip it.
So basically what we've done so far is we have gone through exercises to help us determine our market positioning. So market positioning basically meaning what is the context in terms of hair salons in general? Where do we sit in that? And how do we communicate that to our customers so they know exactly who we are before they even decide if they're going to come in?
It's so hard.
Okay, so last week, basically, we went through a section that I call Know Thyself.
That was good. No, it was great.
All Know Thyself, which is basically you're writing down, damn it.
I can't. Just tell us.
It's not even funny.
It's not, nothing's funny.
And besides, it's not.
I could hear him start kind of laughing and it made me laugh.
Last week,
Oh, look at us.
Just keep moving.
where am I supposed to look?
The screen.
Look at camera 1.
Last week,
You're gonna hate that whenever you go watch it again. You should do it again.
so the goal of today is
He laughed. It made me laugh.
every time.
The
I can't even
goal
start a
of
sentence.
today-
Look at the poster. Don't look at us.
It's not gonna change anything because he's gonna start talking. That's the funny part.